Aisha, and I'm going to be talking about the air pollution in India today. I apologize I could not be there in person, but I felt that this was the best way to do this. What is air pollution? It is the presence of toxic chemicals or compounds in the air at levels that pose a health risk. According to the World Health Organization, six major air pollutants include particle pollution, ground level ozone, carbon monoxide, sulfur oxides, nitrogen oxides, and lead. As a side note, in India, levels of particulate matter concentration, a deadly form of pollution, are 5 times the levels of in the US, according to the World Health Organization. So, what causes air pollution? It is most often caused by human activities such as mining, construction, transportation, industrial work, agriculture, smelting, etc. Just as a side note, electronic waste was something I found interesting. Apparently, 80% of the e waste is illegally exported from developed countries into developing countries like India. Why do we care? There are several biological effects of air pollution, which include respiratory and cardiovascular disease, neuropsychiatric complications, irritations of eyes, skin diseases, cancer, and progression of other diseases such as asthma, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, ventricular hypertrophy, autism, retinopathy, fetal growth, and low birth rate. Um, Statistics that I found interesting was that specifically indoor air pollution results in 2 million premature deaths per year, just the indoor air pollution. As you can see in these figures here, acute acute respiratory infections contribute to the largest amount of deaths due to air pollution in India. Some other ones include asthma, ischemic heart disease, tuberculosis, cataracts, lung disease, and COPD. And these graphs also show you the yearly life lost and DALYs and sick days as well. And in here, this is another graph that just shows you the specifically indoor air pollution and how it relates to other diseases. Um, National burden of disease in specifically in Indian women um, are diseases like COPD, blindness, and tuberculosis. In the developed world, almost all of the cases of COPD are caused by smoking. However, in India, um, they found that although rarely few, although few rural women smoke, and yet they still had high cases of COPD among them, and most of this was attributed to the cooking that Indian women do with fuels that are mostly coal. In addition, you'll see that women in India and children usually stay indoors um, and are exposed to indoor air pollution. So there are some health measures, public health measures to control air pollution. Some of this is to increase public awareness, modification of design of cooking stoves um, so that it doesn't expose all of the chemicals into the air. Um, Switch to clean energy sources. So replace coal and dung and other substances that they use for energy sources. Reduce road traffic by raising fuel taxes and parking fees, create vehicle free zones and cycle paths. These were just some suggestions that I came up with. So, what are some things that can be done in the future? I just want to note that India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi indicated that his primary concern is economic development and not controlling pollution. So I mean, and for me, this raised some concerns and kind of explained the situation in India, meaning that there really aren't, the government is not really focused on controlling pollution. Um, which kind of doesn't make sense to me because I believe that con- air pollution also decreases economic development. For example, they found that people who live in northern China are set to lose a total of 2.5 billion year of life expectancy compared to those living in the south due to extensive use of coal and power boilers for heating north of the Hawaii River. Additionally, in a study of Mexico, it was found that rising pollution decreased the number of labor hours worked. So I believe that um, controlling air pollution directly relates to economic development as well. I believe there also needs to be an updated policy on the control of air pollution, as the current laws are based on Prevention and Control of Pollution Act written in 1981. And some other things that could be done is investing in renewable energy sources and implementing incentives to promote energy efficiency and also regulating indoor air pollution, as there are none currently. Um, and another important thing that I believe is that they need to have actions to ensure compliance with regulations, such as monitoring, enforcement, and implicating fines. I use these references. Again, I apologize I could not be there in person, but if you have any questions, please reach out to me at auluka@albany.edu. Thank you.